If you're like me, you probably wondered why do we have this plastic box in the middle of the charger. And today we are going to open this and see what's inside, and by doing that I hope to learn how basically it works and what it does. But this thing is not meant to be opened, there are no screws or anything, it is glued inside, so I have no idea how I'm going to open this, but I don't know, we will try a few things and see if that works. But before that, I want to give you a little bit of context what actually this thing does. You see, the electricity that is coming from the wall socket is not the same electricity that your laptop uses. The wall electricity is AC, alternating current, and it switches direction 50 or 60 times per second, depending on where you live. And it arrives in high voltage, 230 volts in Europe or 120 volts in US. Your laptop uses a direct current. It flows in one direction only, and it needs a much lower voltage, usually between 19 and 20 volts. And this thing is where that conversion happens. So let's try to open this and see what's inside. To actually open this, I will use very professional tools. I have never done that. Super professional. So now when I open this, you can see that there is this metal plate, and this metal plate acts like a heat shield and electromagnetic interference shield, basically. So now when I cleaned this up a little bit, removed the heat shields, the silicone that was covering the components, and that yellow tape as much as I can, we can see how it looks, and now we can explore how electricity goes through this. So electricity comes from this side into the board, and it faces those three things. This gray thing and those copper wire things. Both act like a water filter. They clean up the incoming power and stop the electrical noise from getting back and escaping into your house wiring. And remember when in the beginning I said that electricity, AC electricity that comes from the electrical socket needs to be converted into the DC? This component between those copper wires and this black cylinder, there is a very tiny object on the wall, black rectangular, and this actually converting that AC electricity to DC, and it's called Bridge Rectifier. And from that Bridge Rectifier, electricity goes to this black cylinder, and I want you to imagine this massive capacitor as a high-pressure water tower holding the huge amounts of water. So this actually holds a huge amount of high voltage energy, and we can't send that huge amount of voltage straight to the laptop because it would explode. So we have another component. It is also very hard to see, but it is here. This is the transistor, and it acts like a super fast electronic valve that opens and closes like 100,000 times per second. And it's chopping that huge voltage into the tiny manageable spurs. So those rapid fire spurts go into this big black block, and this is a transformer. And think about this transformer like a funnel. It takes a high pressure and turns that into the low pressure power. Usually 19-20 volts that actually your laptop is using. Coming out of the transformer, electricity is in the right voltage, but it was just chopped up and it is splashing in harsh pulses. But your computer needs a smooth power, and those green capacitors in the end catch those pulses and act like shock absorbers. They smooth out splashing waves into the calm and steady river instead. And finally, in the middle of the board, you can see, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but here there are two rectangular things, and those act like, let's say, a traffic light. Those traffic lights are telling if the DC part needs more energy or less. It basically regulates that. So it's not that easy to explain this thing, but I tried to do that in the simplest way I could. I hope you understood, and now you know how this works. But do you know what this thing in the end of that charger? I have a video about that. So see you there.